This episode was brought to you by the number 42.
Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is John Fillmore and welcome to another episode of the Pokemon Analyst. Alright, now last time we were actually working on analyzing pretty much the crap out of this team. And hopefully that wasn't too much. That's why I'm kind of splitting it into two episodes. I'm gonna kind of finish up on what I kind of thought. And then we're gonna probably do one battle or something like that, just to give it a little bit of a tryout, right? I mean, of course, I've done lots of battles off screen to try to, just to see what I can do with it. But I do want to do a battle, so you can actually see all the changes that I have done to it, right? So let us go right back into it. There we go. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we were working on type resistance, type coverage, things like that. Last time we changed the protect to a knock off, right? Which actually works really well. I've been working with a lot of the battles and things like that, and it works really, really well against things like ghosts, against psychics. Anything that's really weak against dark types. Not to mention, I have some pretty sick attack and then knockoff, which gets 1.5 boost in damage for any hold item, and most of these Pokemon that I'm actually battling against usually have a hold item or a held item. I don't know. Held item, there we go, held item. So it pretty much always does 1.5 damage to it, as long as I haven't hit it beforehand with knockoff. And it's also a stab because it's a dark type, so it works really, really well in that regard. So I'm happy about making that change. Ferrothorn, it didn't really change anything. I don't want to change anything either. The only thing I might want to change is the Gyro Ball, because the Gyro Ball gives a varied amount of attack. So I don't know, I might want to put something with a little bit more fixed. However, still, it is to be said that Bossatronio does not have a lot of attack, and I don't want to switch a lot of these EVs around to give it attack. So I don't know, I might just stick with the Gyro Ball. We have Sylvia. I'm not going to change anything with her. Fury, I might change some things around, but I'm not quite sure how yet. I do like the Earthquake, the Rock Slide, the Outrage, the Iron Head, all that fun stuff. And I don't really want to change anything around, so I'm not going to. Or at least not for now. Firecracker, we did actually change a lot of the things around. We have Overheat, Close Combat, Snarl, and Protect, right? And we switched some things around with its IVs as well. So first of all, moves. So the moves that we have are Overheat, which is a special attack, 130, 90% accuracy. It's not. It could be worse. It could be a lot worse. I usually like the 100% accuracy moves, but it'll work. It'll work. Close Combat has 120. It's a fighting, and it is a physical. So this is a sort of a mixed attacker, to be quite honest. Lowers the user's defense and special defense by 1. So that's not that great, but oh well, what you gonna do? And then you have Snarl, which is a special type, a dark, so we have another dark, power 55, 95% accuracy, 100% chance to lower the foe's special attack by 1 stage, which is really nice, especially with Intimidate. When you send out Firecracker, it lowers the attack of your opponent by 1, and then you use Snarl, which lowers the special attack by 1. So you can really shut down your opponent, or really make it hard to get some really good moves off on you. So it really hinders your opponent very well. Now, the reason why I put such strong moves on my Firecracker is because if we look at the base stats, we have 110 in its attack and 100 or just flat 100 in special attack, right? Not the greatest, but even if you put like full EVs into it, I mean, it's gonna do some damage, but it's not, it's not a Garchomp or a Landorus, which has like 130 to 145 base attack, right? So it's a little bit more rounded, and that's why I have these hard-hitting moves to kind of work a little bit with its somewhat lacking attack and special attack. And also, since I have the Overheat, it is a stab, so that's why I put the nature, I did a beneficial into attack, right? Because the overheat has the stab, so it can kind of rely on the stab to boost it up a little bit. So that's why I don't put it into a special attack. And then I gave it a brave nature. I didn't want to lower anything else with its nature, so I just put it into speed. And then we have well, the close combat, which will then be pretty much my other move. So I'll use heat wave or overheat first, and then start using close combats or maybe snarl or something like that. Actually, snarl is a special attack, so what I might actually do, first use snarl, then overheat, then close combat or something in those particular lines. But that's kind of how I'm going to be doing it. And then I put a little bit into its defenses, and I put the rest just into attack and special attack, as you can see. And then we have Cyrene. Now I gave it a Moringa Berry, which I might have done last episode as well. Pretty much if it gets hit by a special attack, it will boost its special defense by 1.5, which is nice. It's only a single use item, but oh well. And then we got the Scald, we got the Mirror Coat, that's new, Recover and Protect. Now, why the Mirror Coat? Well, the thing is, I want to use my Loadic, right? It's a very good counter against a lot of these Intimidate users. You know, the Arcanine, the Landorus T, or the Salamence, anything like that, Mawile as well. I want to use Cyrene to actually counter a lot of these very popular, very powerful Pokemon. But the only problem is it doesn't have that much special attack, so I can't hit them that hard. I mean, sure, competitive works, but what if it doesn't actually activate? So I want to have the Mirror Coat in there, so that if it's hit by a special attack, it returns double the damage. So if it gets hit by, you know, a Thunderbolt, or it gets hit by a Giga Drain or something like that, even super effective moves, it's not going to do all that much. Well, of course, it's going to do a lot, but it's not going to do a 1-hit KO, you know, as long as it's not boosted or anything, or some crazy sick attack. So as long as it's a pretty normal attack, then it should be fine, and he will actually stay alive. Moringa Berry will activate if it hasn't already, and then I can just use the Mirror Coat to hit back with twice the damage. Now the nice thing about Mirror Coat is that it is really, really slow. It has -5 priority, so it pretty much waits for everything else to have happened, and then it hits. I'm not quite sure how Mirror Coat actually works. I think it's like the last one that actually hits you, the last opponent that hits you with a special attack, that's the one that you actually send your Mirror Coat towards. So it can get a little bit finicky, but I think it should be alright, or at least I hope so. And then I put as much as I could into defense while beefing up its special defense with 116, giving it a beneficial nature while lowering its attack, and then just dumping the rest into a special attack, right? So hopefully that'll actually work very well, right? Now the thing, oh wait, there you go. There. Now the thing about this is we got a couple more moves in here. We got Dark, we got the Fighting, things like that. However, we don't have an Electric type anymore, and we don't have the Ice Beam, right? Which is a kind of a steep price to pay, but I'm willing to experiment, right? So let's take a look at what we have here. Right, okay, now the other one. Okay, so this was the chart that we made beforehand, the graph, right, in the previous episode. If you didn't watch that episode, I suggest going to the previous episode and then kind of looking at what I did. It's pretty much the arrows point to, it kind of indicates super effectiveness. So that means in this case, Steel is super effective against Fairy. Fairy is super effective against Dark, right? And if I have an arrow, that means that I have a move of that particular type, right? And then it can kind of plot, okay, what am I super effective against with these current moves, right? So that was the team that we started out with, right, last episode, and now the team that we are finished with looks like this, right? It's a little bit smaller, but pretty much you can see, I'll go back and forth, as you can see, there's a couple more lines in the chart, which is nice. Most notably, I have the Dark, which now has super effectiveness against Psychic and Ghost, and I have also fighting, which now has super effectiveness against normal. So I now have something that is super effective against every single type of Pokemon there is. And I'm sure I could improve it a little bit more, but for now I'm just going to keep it like this. And as you can see, I don't have any electric type moves, which is it's going to be a little bit bad against flying in the water. And I don't have a really good ice move. I mean, I still do. It's the Icy Wind, but it's a special move on a Weavile. A Weavile only has like 45 in its base special attack, so it's not going to do all that much. So that's going to be a little bit problematic, but hopefully it shouldn't be too bad, right? But anyway, that's kind of what I've been working with, and now we are going to be doing a battle. So I'm going to go find my only battle, and I will see you when I have found it, alright? So I'll be right back. Alright, so what do I see? I see this Kangaskhan. Now this Kangaskhan is going to be handy to put this Firecracker in there. I kind of, I specifically made Arcanine, so it's a little bit of a counter against this guy, right? Alright, so I'm going to put in the Dastan. I always want to put Dastan in there. I do have this guy. He might send out the Milotic first, but I don't know. He doesn't have any Intimidate user, so you know what? I'll keep Milotic in there, kind of away for now. I don't really have anything that might affect Sylveon that much, so I'm going to go with the Sylveon first. And yeah, okay, this guy's going to be a problem, but hopefully not that much. Now, do I have something against this guy? I'm trying to see. This guy probably doesn't have a fire move. He might, but I'm thinking a fire punch is probably from this guy. If I can take him out, then I would be golden. So I'm going to use a Firecracker, and I'm going to use Fury? Fury would be a good counter against this guy, but I don't know if he has an HP Ice or not. Man. This is going to be an interesting battle. You know what? I'm going to go with Bossatronio. I'll probably lose, but you know what? Whatever. Alright, so we got the Amoonguss and we got the Kangaskhan. Alrighty. Now, I don't like that Amoonguss. I do not like that Amoonguss at all. He'll probably spore me the first chance he gets. Or Sludge Bomb or something like that, which I don't like. I don't like that at all. So I am going to go with the... Oh, man, the Fake Out. No, he has a Rocky Helmet. Okay. Fake Outs, because I know he has a Rocky Helmet, and I ain't stupid. So I'm going to Fake Out this Kangaskhan. He's probably going to go for a Sludge Bomb against me, but I'm going to Protect for a sec, because I ain't that crazy. Although, you know what? He'll probably survive, so I'm going to go with the Calm Mind. Why? Because Amoonguss does not have that good of a special attack anyway, so he'll probably survive. And he switches out. That is nice. Okay, use the Protect. Alright. What's he playing at? What's he going to do? Alright, now I can set up the Reflect nicely. Why do you switch out for the Zapdos? What does he have? The Heat Wave, that's what he has. He has the Heat Wave. I want to set up the Reflect, though. But it might actually be better if I send out Firecracker. Maybe, yeah, okay, I'll send out the Firecracker. Yeah, alright. Send out Firecracker, I'll save Dastan for a later time. He's probably going to go for the Heat Wave and try to kill me that way. Although, he might now... Well, he's probably going to go for the Heat Wave, and then he's going to go for something pretty powerful against me. Return or something like that. I don't like that, so I'm going to scout what he's going to do. I first want to scout. So here goes the Intimidate. That's nice. He's probably going to go for something like a Return or something like that. Heat Wave. Haha. See, predicted that one. Power Up Punch. Alrighty. Went for the Power Up. Now, I am not as fast, but I can hit him still quite well. So I'm gonna go for that one, and then go for the Hyper Voice. I'm gonna go for that. Goes for the Sucker Punch. No, 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 no. Oh, man. Yes! A critical hit. Whoa, did not expect that one. Citrus Berry, Thunderbolt. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, man. That was close. Okay. I don't like that. I don't like that. I am slower, so now my special defense has actually gone down. But I should be able to pull something off, because now I can set up my Dastan again. I can hit him with something like a Fake Out or something like that. Here comes the Amoonguss. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to Overheat, unless of course he protects. He might actually protect, in which case I don't want to Overheat. Well, I'm going to switch out anyway. So I'm going to... You know what? I'll Overheat, and I'll hit this guy. So I'll Overheat, Zapdos, Fake Out, Zapdos. Yeah, alright, so there he goes. If he uses the Rage Powder, he does not use the Rage Powder. Alright. Here comes the Spore. That's alright, I wanted to switch him out anyway. Okay, here comes the Milotic. You know what? I kind of have to keep Firecracker in now, because if I switch him out and then switch back in, Intimidate kind of activates, and I don't want him to do that. Alright, so I'm going to go with the Snarl, if I can. Snarl would be nice. And, you know what? Let's knock off whatever this guy has. So I'm going to knock off that Milotic. Alright, so what does he have? Moringa Berry. Nice. Knocked off the Moringa Berry. There goes the Scald. Here goes the Spore. That's alright. What's coming at you? I'd like to see you get this guy down. Now he might actually protect, but he's probably not going to, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go with... I don't want to do an Icy Wind. Let's go for another knockoff against this Amoonguss, if I can, of course, get it that far. Ice Beam. Ah, he missed. Alright, well, it has 90% accuracy, so let's go for it again. Because he can't use Spore, he can't use Rage Powder, he can't do anything against me. That Amoonguss literally can't do anything against me, which is nice. I'm gonna knock off this thing again. Woke up. Knock off. Black Sludge. Nice. There he goes. Alright, thank you, Weavile. Alright, here we go. There's the Leech Seed. See, now I've knocked off his Black Sludge, and I've knocked off this guy's Moringa Berry. So pretty much he's kind of like a sitting duck now. Now I'm going to go for a couple of curses, because he probably can't do much against me now. Scald is not going to do anything, except for that. That's a burn, and that's not good. But the leftovers will cancel that, and the Leech Seed will do something against it. So yeah, got that. Yeah, okay, so the burn, I don't like it, but I'm just going to do a couple of curses, because I have the ability to do that. Yeah, see, he's desperately trying to take me out, but I'm like, nope, not happening. And I want to increase my attack, and I want to decrease my speed as much as I can to try to take out that Amoonguss. I'm not really worried about that Milotic. He can't do anything, and once that Milotic is dead, he's pretty much screwed. Right? But that's why I'm doing all of these curses, because if I use all these curses, then like literally once this guy is dead, my burn is going to start taking me out, and that's not going to be fun. So I'm going to do one more curse. Right? I have the ability to, yeah, just keep using curse, and I'll use, I'll get a little bit of health from the leftovers, and I'll get that last bit of health from there, and now goes to my loading, and now I go for the Gyro Ball. now I have like 1/3 of my health. Oh, sure, now you... It's not good. Not good. But, alright. Jarrable. At least the leftovers kind of keeps it safe from its burn, which is nice. Boom! Gone. Alright, so you can kind of see what I did there. I changed some things around, especially with my Arcanine, and that actually worked quite well. I won purely through the power of Positronio, because he's just that much of a boss. And that's kind of why I keep him in my team, because he's just that much of a boss. I wanted to take care of... Oh, thank you. So yeah, if you ever want another battle or something, and that's not just for you, Furchia, I'm pretty sure I butchered that name, I'm very sorry, but you know, that's for everyone. If you want another battle, just send me a comment, or my Facebook is actually open. It is still kind of in the making, but it is actually open. I will leave a link in the description below. And, you know, have some fun with that. So if you want to leave a comment or a question or something like that, I also have my Facebook. It is open, and, you know, please visit, and you can contact me that way, right? But, yeah, the Positronio, that's why I kind of keep him in there. I just, even though Arcanine isn't the greatest, you know, sweeper or the greatest mix attacker ever, but it is very handy with the Intimidate. It's useful, right? It's really useful, and I think the Milotic is useful as well. So that's why you know, I have these useful Pokemon in there, which alone wouldn't stand a chance, but together they kind of form a really nice team, and that's why I really want to spend a lot of time in this and just work really hard. But anyway, I'm going to leave this episode here, so thank you all so much for watching. If you like this episode, then like, subscribe, share with a friend, visit my Facebook page because it's open now, you know, all that fun stuff. If you want to do that, I would be really appreciative of that. And appreciative is probably not a word, but I just made it up, so deal with it. Next time, we were actually going to be doing a special episode. Let's go for Team Builder, actually, because I've actually made teams that are as close as possible to the Masters Division 2015 champions, right? The new champion is Shoma Honami, while the runner-up is Hideyuki Taida, and I'm pretty sure I butchered these guys' names, but we're going to take a look at them, do some analysis on them. They're actually some really interesting teams. They're a little meta, to be quite honest, and I know a lot of people don't really like that, but they are very interesting. So, you know, we're gonna take a look at it, and we're gonna see what all the fuss is about, right? And hopefully you learn something. And I'm pretty sure I will as well. So anyway, so that's next time. That's probably gonna be Saturday or something like that. So we'll see what happens. Other than that, I don't really have much to report. Wait, no, I do. We are gonna be actually starting a fall team in September. Not directly in September. I'm probably going to wait till like September 21st or something, because if I'm correct, that's actually the first day of September. So around that time, I'm going to start a new team, a fall team. Now, this is not a new... this is not a Halloween team. There's probably going to be some Halloween elements in there, but I'm going to make a special Halloween episode with a special Halloween team. And that's going to be interesting, and especially since I'm going to be announcing something really exciting on that particular episode. So make sure you stick around for that one. I think it's going to be really fun. Now, it's not an earth-shattering announcement or anything like that, but it is going to be really cool, I think. And I think I think you'll enjoy it. So stick around for that, and yeah, I guess I'll see you then. All right? I mean, of course, I'll see you before, but hopefully I see you there as well, right? But other than that, nothing to report. So this is John Fillmore signing off, and wishing everyone on the opposite side of the screen a very pleasant day. Goodbye!